Welcome to the first episode of Vanilla Minecraft StoneBlock, a unique but maybe heavily inspired series that I'm going to be starting um, on this channel. And basically, I just really love this game. I just really love Minecraft, and I really love challenges in Minecraft. It's very close. Um, so I thought this would be a good idea. I've always, loved Skyblock especially and stuff like that, or modded StoneBlock, and there's other creators that I really look up to and have inspired myself with in this challenge, like let's say Mog Swamp's No Structures Super Flat series, because obviously this challenge is going to be majorly structureless. The only structure in this world is going to be strongholds. And then other creators like I don't. This is a blast from the past, but there's a slightly small channel. I mean, they're pretty popular and they were a lot bigger in their time, but called the Gingecast, which 12 years ago now makes me feel like an old man. But 12 years ago came out with a video called, or a series even called Underground Minecraft Survival, or Minecraft Underground Survival, some arrangement of those three words. And it was really popular, and it's probably one of the most nostalgic series for me when it comes to Minecraft, because I watched that when I was a kid. I just watched it again the other week, and it may be very old, but I find it still holds up. And it really inspired me, rewatching that to finally decide to go through with making this video and this challenge. So I'm gonna run you through basically what I've done here, because this is something that I've done, like created fully myself, at least this sort of map here. And then yeah, we'll get started. So basically, I mean, I know that other people have created similar things, vanilla stone block or underground mod packs or stuff like that. But I wanted to do it myself. I wanted it to be, my rules, my mod, not mod pack, but my rules, my map, and everything. So yeah, that's what I did. This doesn't use any data packs, resource packs, or anything. This is actually something you're able to do right in your Minecraft launcher. Um, so what I did, I should probably stop running. I'm losing hunger here. What I did is I created a super flat world, put bedrock at the bottom, bedrock at the top, and stone all throughout. This world is from void until build limit of stone, and nothing else. I turned on structures, um, but obviously nothing can spawn except for the stronghold. Surprisingly enough, mine shafts don't spawn, which is weird, uh, but they don't. So, oh well. But yeah, so there's a stronghold somewhere in this world. I mean, I assume there's 128 of them, like normal, but there's no villages or anything else. Villages actually were able to spawn, but their paths broke bedrock, weirdly enough. So what I did is I changed the biome to jungle, a bamboo jungle, which basically did two things. One, no villages can spawn, obviously, because there's no jungle village. And then two, if I go fishing at any point, I can actually get bamboo, which is going to be my only way of getting bamboo in this world. So, yeah, basically, I have one tree, a bit of grass, which I'm going to be able to duplicate once I get to the nether, um, some water, some lava, because without this one lava, I mean, technically I could try finding the stronghold before going to the nether, but that seems horribly inefficient and annoying. I mean, it'd have to be a guessing game. It would probably take hours of digging and looking. So I just gave myself one lava, which when I find my first, maybe not my first, but a wandering trader, I'll be able to trade some dripstone and get infinite lava, hopefully, and then use that to go to the nether. And yeah, then I can duplicate my dirt and I can get ender pearls and blaze rods and all that and actually go be the ender dragon. Um, so I gave myself one lava, one water, one tree, some dirt, and then I gave myself. Now you may be wondering why I gave myself this item, and honestly, it's somewhat self-explanatory, but I really had to uh, debate with myself what I should give myself. I thought about giving myself sniffer eggs. I thought about giving myself um, frog eggs, frog spawn rather, and turtle eggs. Just things that I can't get otherwise in this world that I thought would be interesting. Frogs would probably be the most useful, or sorry, turtles. Turtles would probably be the most useful because you could make a mob farm. I gotta stop running. Oh my god. I'm going to sit in this corner and stop moving. Turtles would be the most useful because obviously you can make mob farms, or at least like zombie and piglin farms with turtle eggs. And then frogs would be for frog lights, and sniffers would just be because I love sniffers personally. But I decided I would not give myself anything that I didn't absolutely need. And that's where this item comes in. The single item I've decided to give myself is a golden apple. And that's to cure my first zombie villager. Because, you know, usually you have like structureless worlds, or even people who do those true one block series, you know, shout out Pinu. And I know there's a couple other people that have done it, but Pinu is the one that popularized it. I mean, technically the one that popularized it, I forget his name, but was someone before Pinu who did it on Bedrock. And I really love his videos. He uses the most technical aspects of Minecraft to get basically a new milestone every video. But then Pinu really popularized the one block of dirt series. And, you know, one thing they can always do to get gold to cure villagers is get pigs struck by lightning. Now that I think about it, I don't remember. No, right. Pinu first gets whatchamacallits, gets foxes with emeralds, then kills them to get the emeralds, then he can trade with the wandering trader. I don't remember how he cures his first villager, but I know he does that. Now, who I'm thinking of is just Mog Swamp in his structureless, who had to strike pigs with lightning in order to get gold. And in this world, I just can't do that because I don't have access to the sky. So there would have been no way for me to cure a villager. If I can't cure a villager, I can't get any emeralds whatsoever, unless I guess I made this world in, you know, a snowy taiga or whatever world, whatever biome the snowy foxes can spawn in, or even regular foxes. I suppose I could have made it a regular taiga, but I decided I would save myself the trouble of that at least. And for my first cured zombie villager, I got myself a golden apple. I'm still gonna have to cure it with a witch. You know, I'm still doing it that way. But I've given myself a golden apple so that I can get my first set of emeralds. You know, it's probably gonna be like, I'm actually trying to think of what I could make my first villager, because obviously I'm not gonna have access to flint. Can't make it a Fletcher, which means no sticks. So I suppose maybe either a farmer. Yeah, a farmer could work. Because I could build a composter and compost some saplings. So either a farmer or a fisherman, I think, are my only two that I'll have access to. But you know, we'll see when we get there. So I have some challenges for this world, I guess. Maybe not challenges, more of goals. And I think I'll go through those as we start mining our first tree here. So yeah, well, that's good. I was actually gonna say, I forgot to mention, but if this world, or if this first tree didn't give me a sapling, then I would have probably tried to see how far I could go with the amount of wood that I had, you know, which in this case is what, 4 logs. Because, you know, again, and I'm gonna reference this again, but in Mog Swamp Structureless video, you know, they started with a bonus chest, and that's all the wood they had until their first villager trade. And then they were able to get a wandering trader to spawn. But you know, with 4 logs, maybe I could have done a lot if I didn't get another sapling, but luckily I did. So that's really good. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just replant that and then decide what to do with my first planks. I think first I'm going to make a stick, because obviously, my god, that was nice. Obviously, this is Minecraft StoneBlock, so I'm going to start, you know, I got to start digging at some point. I gotta think of what are some of the first things I should be doing, you know? And I think the first 2 things I'm gonna be doing in this world is, one, making a really big flat open space. I'm probably gonna dig this open room out, this first room out in like 48 blocks, give or take, in each direction, because that's actually the amount of space that a wandering trader needs to spawn, and I would really love to get one of those as early as possible. Let me actually check. I put myself at level 80 here, so the bedrock is still very far away, more than 48 blocks. So if a wandering trader check happens, it should spawn in this area, you know, if I make a big enough space. So I'm going to probably dig out a nice big open space to hope for that to happen. Um, and even if it happens before I get any emeralds, you know, I could maybe put him in a boat, get him out of my render distance, and then as long as I don't render those chunks, there hopefully won't be a problem with him despawning. And, you know, that's if he has any good trades. Like if he has moss or dripstone, then I'll probably do that. And then apart from that, I would love to make a mob farm as early as possible. Definitely in this episode is going to be the mob farm. And then my third goal, maybe, or third beginning goal, is to mine all the way down to bedrock, mine most of this dirt up, and make a nice staircase of dirt go all the way down to bedrock. And then hopefully I can get some passive animals to spawn, because that could be good for a food source and for wool. Now, since I'm in a jungle biome, unfortunately, I'm not going to get any cows, which now that I think about it, I might not even be able to get leather. I'm not sure if we can get leather from fishing. If not, that would be really unfortunate. But, yeah, I will be able to get sheep at least, which is great for, you know, having a variety of building blocks and for food as well. And then I should be able to get pigs, parrots, and pandas. Now, I'm not 100% sure if pandas can spawn naturally or if they only spawn with world generation. So we'll have to see together, I suppose. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat and drink some water there. So yeah, I think honestly what I'm gonna do, this room isn't very big, so I don't know if these saplings will all be able to go. Ooh, that might be too close to the lava. I wouldn't want it to delete my lava source. I don't know if these saplings actually have enough space to grow, but we'll hope so, and I might try to open this roof up a little more to give them more space. Now I'm going to talk about some more of the challenges for this world. Obviously, beating the game is the big one. I would love to get to the nether, get to the end, fight the ender dragon, and get myself a nice pair of elytra. Not that it's going to get much use underground. I would love to get full netherite armor and tools. So that's another big goal, I suppose. I think getting every color of wool would be nice, and every wood. So that basically just means getting really lucky with wandering trader trades. You get every wood type and every dye, and then get myself a nice sheep farm going. I'd want to do some redstone experimenting. I think the only way I'm going to be able to get redstone is witches and cleric villagers. So, you know, I'm not going to be able to do too much. I'm not going to be able to make huge redstone builds, but hopefully I can start playing with it a little bit, like with that stuff. And, you know, in general, I'd like to make this place look nice. So I'd like to have a really nice looking base, as good as I can inside this farm, inside this cave. And yeah, I don't know how long this series is going to be, but it's certainly not going to last forever. But, you know, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll try to post videos pretty often. And yeah, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this series because personally, like I said at the start of the video, I love Minecraft challenges. I love doing, you know, more unique challenges in Minecraft, even modded and such. But yeah. So I think what I'm going to do now is I might just speed ahead a little bit and dig some of this out. In this video, I think I'm probably going to have a couple time lapses and maybe a couple just cuts and clips, and you know, you guys can tell me out of those two which you prefer, because you know, I'd like to make the best experience for my viewers as I can. So anyway, for now I think I'm gonna cut because, you know, we need some more wood. So I'm gonna cut until at least one of these saplings has grown, and then we'll pick up from there. And we're back. So I've done a little bit of digging over there. I'm gonna set up a little bit of a mob farm in there. Not like a very good one as a start, but I would just really need some bone meal at this point, I think. Though I might be able to make a composter here if we get enough saplings out of this one. You know, we did get what, like 7 out of the first one, so if this one gives us quite a few as well. Ooh, an apple. Now that's really good. That assures that we are not going to die for a little bit longer. I underestimated how much the food issue was going to be a thing at the start because, well, I just did, but for, you know, for one, there's a pretty big issue here, which is that I'm not able to set the spawn down here. Now, I forgot to mention, I did, have to do this in creative. So, like I said before, I made the super flat world, but then I came in this world, I don't have access to commands. That, I can't do that. Like, I don't have any, is that even a command? There's weather, there's game mode, I can't, F3 and 4. So, yeah, there's no commands. It's survival, it's hard mode, that's all there is. And I just had to basically, if you guys don't know, this is a trick. If if you lose a hardcore world or something and you really feel bad about it, you can open to LAN, and then you can allow commands on, and then once you open the LAN world, commands will be on in that world, and you could just change your game mode. So that's what I did. I changed my game mode. I TP'd myself down here, broke a nice little room, set everything up, and then just went back to survival. But I tried setting the spawn here. However, when you respawn, Minecraft tries to spawn you, in a way that wouldn't get you into a cave, because obviously in any regular world, getting spawned in a cave would probably be pretty crappy. So what I meant to do, I should have kept some logs for charcoal for more torches. Basically, in any regular world, if you got spawned in a cave this far down, it would probably be pretty crappy. So it tries to spawn you as far up as possible. What that means is that if I set my spawn down here, it doesn't really care. It just tries to spawn back on the surface if I die. So until I have a bed down, it's going to be imperative that I really do not die. But that tree kind of showed me that even if my hunger gets really low, it should replenish faster than I die. So we'll hope for that. And until the next tree grows, I'm going to continue building this mob farm. Now, the design I'm going to use is one that you're probably pretty familiar with if you've played StoneBlock before, any type of StoneBlock world, because it's basically just a box, and anything that spawns, or any time that you get far enough away from the box, it gets a few things spawning in it. So it's just a way to get a few quick bones, a few quick, pieces of rotten flesh that I could eat, stuff like that. Bones are going to be really good because they'll let me bone meal the ground, get some grass seeds, or not grass seeds, but just wheat seeds, and then we can actually start a wheat farm, and we could even bone meal the wheat for bread. And bread is actually going to be a really good food source early on, and probably the main food source early on, I would imagine. But that's basically our first goal right now, is just be able to eat and not die. And then, once we have that, we could build a real mob farm with real rates. And hopefully that'll let us get some iron, because that's going to be where this world really starts, being able to multiply our water, being able to have like iron tools and such. And we're going to get that from zombies. But we're just gonna dig, because it's gonna be most of what this is gonna be. Digging is gonna be a lot of this world, for the start at least. And yeah, I won't keep you around for all of it because I know it can get boring. But personally, I don't know about you guys, I really love the more boring aspects of early game Minecraft. I gotta change my tools around. I'm gonna have an empty slot in my first bar, but I keep hotkeying my axe because it was in my second space. But I always have my pickaxe in my second space. So anyway, now if I hotkey, I should actually go to the right place. I just want to make sure this is even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's even. Okay, so honestly, this is as good of a design as any. I'm just gonna do this. This is 1, 2 blocks. I'm gonna make it do I need to make... I don't need to make it 3 blocks tall. Everything can spawn in 2 blocks. I guess if I want Enderman to spawn, which would be pretty nice, I suppose. So I will do this. And then I'll probably actually dig another block all the way around. Just in case the mobs that spawn drop... Ooh, that's a bigger tree. I don't know why I just ran there. That's a bad idea. Just in case the mobs that spawn drop their stuff too far away from me and I can't reach it. So what I'm going to do now is this. That'll only do one. I just don't know if that's a great idea. Do all of the logs. I guess I don't really need logs for anything else right now, do I? And then I could build some torches with that. Put those back on the wall because I did take them down. And another apple. Oh, thank God. I'm actually at a net positive on food here. This is going great. So, why don't I just eat this? Yeah, not gonna do that. Bad idea. Keep digging here and finish this mob farm. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here. This is my first video. If you're watching this, there's only one video. Well, I shouldn't say that. If you're watching this as it's coming out, there's only one video on this channel because this is my first video. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you don't, I hope you tell me why. I want all the feedback I can get, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. Tell me what I did right, what I did wrong, what I can improve of in the future. And I'd love to see all those comments and respond to them. And, you know, if you just like the video, you could leave a like. And if you want me to continue this series and you want to continue watching it, then you could subscribe. But really, the most important thing you could do for me is leave a comment. So I would really appreciate that. And, you know, I hope that I can only increase the quality of my videos in the future and get out more content for you in the future. I have a little bit of a roadmap for my channel right now. I plan on starting a Firewatch series because that's kind of a game that I've always followed, always loved, but haven't really, have never actually played. You know, and the worst part is I've had it in my playlist for a while now, but I've just not actually touched it. So I will, you know, I think I'll do a Firewatch 8 years later series where I go through Firewatch for my very first time playing it. I forgot what I was doing. Just gonna go back. Yeah, I think that's gonna be probably my first extra series that I make. Oh right, I ran out of slabs. That's gonna be my first series that I make after this one. And then, you know, I'd probably love to do more Minecraft content because this is really one of the main games I play. So I'd like to do maybe a continuous series, you know, one series that I'll just have going, hopefully for, you know, years. And then I might do some modded Minecraft because that's something else I love. So some modded Minecraft Skyblock and stuff like that would be cool. What is... God, that's... Sodium has so many things. If I go here, what's the light level in here? 0 all over. Good. Exactly what I want. It should be good. I think mobs should start spawning in here. I'm gonna do this. Open this up. And then, yeah. Go here, and then we wait. Really wish I could see, but no tough luck. Yeah, so I hope to keep creating content for you guys. I hope to be able to do videos as much as I can, you know. Obviously I need to work, and I need to take care of my animals and my family and everything, so I'm not going to be posting every day or anything, but as much as I can, I would love to post for everyone who hopefully was going to watch this. 1, 2, 3. That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, and 24. Ah, I see. I don't think it's actually far enough. Let me just wait a couple of minutes right here. If we're lucky, a tree will grow. I should have kept that charcoal to melt the rest of these logs down, I think. But I'm just going to do that, get another one, Okay, let's see if some mobs have spawned. Oh, what did I do wrong here? A very good question. There's no entities around here, is there? No, 0 entities. Actually, I guess that's a good way. If I go this far away, I can check the entities, but just staying at 0. I wonder why that's happening. They have 3 blocks of space. They're spawning on full blocks, or at least places for them to spawn as full blocks. Hmm. How about this? I'm going to break this open, and then... Oh god, that's not good. I just pick some of these up. Okay. That was almost dangerous. And I got another apple. Wow, these trees are actually being really good to me, aren't they? Alright. So, I mean, from here, I should be able to tell when mobs spawn. If I go this far. Hmm. Mob mechanics... the mob mechanics must have changed in a way that I did not know about, because I don't think I'm doing anything wrong for mobs to be spawning here. And yet, they are not spawning here. Is it just because I'm really high up in the world? I am at level 80. Maybe I'll need to go down before I can get mobs to start spawning. Gotta put a torch in here just to make sure nothing sneaks up on me. And then I think I'll just start digging straight down. And by straight, I mean in a staircase, because I want to make sure it's nice and easy to come back up. And, you know, I think I'm just gonna probably speed this up for you guys until I'm basically at bedrock. And maybe I'll do some voiceover or some music while I do that. Alright, so I guess this is a good place to come back and tell you guys something at the same time as I'm here that I just remembered, which is that I actually substituted like realistic generation by making the bottom layers of the world basically 0 down to -64, spawn as deep slate. The only annoying thing about that is, well, you can hear it right there, but or see it, I guess. It mines much slower than stone. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of going all the way down to bedrock here, is I'm actually going to stay here. Since I'm at level 0, you know, mobs should have less trouble spawning here than they did at level 80. Because, you know, mob spawning is height related, and I asked earlier if there's some new mechanic that got added that I didn't hear about. But obviously I do know about Minecraft, you know, mob spawning mechanics having to do with height. I just kind of didn't realize I was so high up, because when you think about it, 80, well, in this world, 80 doesn't seem that much because the world goes to 320, but when the world goes all the way down to negative 64, 80 can be quite high. So I'm going to hope that by making this little tunnel here at level 0, that I'll be able to get mobs to spawn here instead. Now, yeah, I think I'm honestly just gonna go like 24 blocks out from this starting point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll put this down to early 11, 12. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I did not mean to place that. 19, 20, 21, 22. If you guys see me misclick a lot, it's because I actually just messed up my finger really bad. So my my middle finger on my right hand, which obviously is the mouse, is the hand of the mouse and the finger that's used for right clicking, it's got a ginormous bandage on it right now. I was carrying a snake tank inside for my partner, and yeah. So that's gonna end the video there. I'm all right. Anyway, I was carrying a big old snake tank inside for my partner that her mom was giving us, and it slipped. I didn't want it to just shatter on the ground, so I caught it with my foot and hand, and it just slit my two like main fingers open on my right hand. Luckily, I was wearing Crocs, you know, um, so my feet were fine, but you know, big rubber stoppers there. But I did mess up my hand pretty bad. And luckily the tank is fine too. You know, I'm not too fussed about the injury. Sure, it hurts, but I've had worse. Yeah, let me just finish up this room here, and then we'll see if we can actually get mobs to start spawning. Alright, so the room is done, and I've made a kind of funnel shape to hopefully make it easier to see inside. Doesn't really make much of a difference, but we're gonna go all the way back here and see if we can get any mobs to spawn just by waiting. Entity count still it's staying at 0. I'm really hoping this works. Oh, hey, that's good. We got one mob. Hey, we got a few mobs. Nice. Okay. That's very good. I'm gonna let him explode. Monster Hunter, nice. And string is actually really good because it's going to let us, first off, make a fishing rod, which maybe I should do first because I could eat fish. But second, it's going to let us make a bed. That's going to be the only way we're going to be able to make a bed at first. So, hey, did I just count like my 24 blocks wrong? I feel like that's very improbable, but can't think of anything else that might have happened. We're going to try making maybe another room here, and then maybe we'll be able to run back between the two, you know, until mobs actually start spawning. We got bats, I guess that's one thing. Not that they'd really drop much. If I'm not mistaken, I think I said earlier that we can't... Stop that! I think I said that we can't get leather, but that's actually not true. We'll be able to get leather from hoglins once we get to the nether. How much string did I get? Oh, I didn't get any string. That's really unfortunate. I don't think I don't know if I don't know if bats do anything for the mob cap or mobs being able to spawn, but you know, might as well take them out as a precaution. And oh my god, we are far. Well, I can tell there's a tree grown. Oh, that feels good. There's many, many grown. So I've just cut all those down. Now let's see how much saplings we get, because this might actually be a really good time to start composting. Try to get our first bone meal, because since I didn't get any skeletons to spawn down there, I might just try to go at it this way. Why don't I build a hoe, and then I can tear down these leaves a little bit faster. Dang, that is not very good. Only got 3 saplings. Alright, well, let's go back into the cave. And now since I'm up here, hopefully on the way down, you know, I get that 128 to... And in fact, I'm always going to be within 128 blocks of this, so there's a good chance that there's a few mobs spawned in here now. That's good. I like seeing a zombie. Ooh, I'm hearing a slime maybe? Or is that just this zombie walking towards me? Yeah, I think it was. Now, because the apples are actually keeping me fairly well fed, I think instead of eating the rotten flesh, I'm just going to put it into the composter. Oops, I held down right click. That damn bandage again. Aha, that's really good. I don't want him to be able to shoot me though, because I don't have a shield. And I won't have a shield for a while. There you go. And he dropped a bone. That's perfect. I don't even need to compost the rotten flesh. I'm going to have to figure out a better way to make a mob spawner in a bit, but for now I think that's a very good start. And now that we have our first bone, I think progression is going to be able to speed up a little bit, because we are at the very least going to be able, there it is, to get some grass seeds. And yeah, I'm just going to do that. I can multiply them. And now I have my first piece of wheat. That feels really good. I already forgot what I said I was going to do this episode. I think figure out my food situation was one of them. Did I say I wanted to build all the way down to bedrock and get the dirt down there in this episode? That's probably not going to happen. Let me think if there's one big goal we can achieve. I mean, getting the food situation sorted was a pretty big goal, but maybe we can do a little bit more than that, huh? Already? Well, that's a goal, I guess. Oh, come with me, buddy. We'll get you a nice little boat to put you in. Ah, come on, buddy. Your buddy still following? He's absolutely not. Ouch. Did you do more than half my health? Can I go down the stairs without you hitting me? Oh, God. Look at that, I got lucky. On second thought, I want to put you somewhere where that's not going to happen. Right there. That's good. A very good start. Now let me go kill more guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut here, and I think I'm gonna come back when I have my little wheat field there quite a lot bigger. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna end the episode there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll join me for episode 2.